Okay, I am live. There we go. Good morning, YouTube. How is everybody doing? I'm just gonna wait and see if anybody comes in. I got some question about a yarn I have and I need advice. So let's see who may all pop in this Saturday morning. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Good morning, sweetie. How are you doing today? I'm actually going to hope all's going well with you. You're surviving. Well, that's always a good thing. I always say as long as our feet are above the dirt and not in the dirt, we're doing something right. I know we got some snow last night here. Oh, hello. Welcome in. And how are you doing this morning? So, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Either one of you guys knitters / crocheters? I'm looking for some yarn advice before I use some yarn that I have. Just because I don't know what may or may not happen or how it may happen, and I need someone's advice. So that's always I'm on here today. I do have the link in the thing. You're Yarn Crafter. Okay. Have you ever worked with 100% wool? I've got some Wisdom yarn poems. It's 100% wool. And here it is. I don't think the brand really matters. It's just I've got 250-gram balls, and the wool doesn't bother me. Like, I'm fine with it. Like, yeah, it's a little rough, but I can put it on my. It's a little scratchy, but like it doesn't bother me. Oh, you've never used wool? Oh, okay. Because I know on the label, which normally I don't pay attention to the instructions. I just wash and go kind of thing with my yarn. And I know on the label it's telling me I can wash it at 30 degrees, but obviously don't dry. So I gotta lay it down to lay it flat to dry. But I'm wondering, like, if it felted, if it would shrink or get bigger. Because I'd be the type of person I'd make something that I would forget what the instructions are or what yarn I may have used, and then I can't pull it out of my box of labels later to read the care instructions. And I can easily see me putting this in the dryer with my regular clothes and not think anything more about it, and then it'll come out all felted or something on me, which I'd be fine, I guess, with a hat that's felted. It's just, would it shrink or would it get bigger? Because I don't want to make something with it and then it get bigger, and then I can't use it anymore, or it shrinks a lot where I can't use it anymore. So it's like, I thought, YouTube, I'll go out here, see who could maybe help me. But you've never used wool, so I'll have to wait and see if somebody else maybe come in that knows. I don't know how long I will be on today, though, because I placed an order about, I don't know, 1 o'clock this morning at Michael's online for a pickup today. Well, pickup for whenever it was ready. And by 6:15 this morning, it told me it was ready for pickup. And I did tell the hubby last night that I want to go out and do a bit of running around today and a bit of shopping and stuff. So I know Michael's is one of my stops. So once he's up and mobile, and who knows when that will be, he had like almost a 12-hour shift yesterday. So I know he's pretty exhausted last night when he got home from work. So I'm thinking maybe an hour or so and he'll be ready to go. Maybe 2. I can't see you being on here that long anyhow, but you know, sometimes when you got things to do, places to be, you never know how long you're available for. Yeah, I wasn't really going to make socks with them because, like I said, the wool doesn't bother me. And I started the one. Now I'm all tangled up. I'm not far in. I'm still working on the toe section. Like literally just barely. I think I'm only in row, I think 9 or something like that. And I've got to go to well, that was 18. So I think 14. So I think I gotta do 7. So yeah, 14 more rounds for the toe alone. And I know 50-gram balls should make me 1 sock. My feet aren't super big. But feeling the yarn itself, I don't know. Once I get the heel put in, how far this is gonna go. Because originally I was gonna make socks with this yarn. And then I started this just a little bit ago, and that's another thing. Like, I don't really want to air dry and lay flat sock. I'd rather just wash them and throw them in the dryer. And if they felt, no big deal. I can wear them kind of as a slipper sock at my camper. But I don't know if it will shrink or if it will stretch all out of shape and become really super big. And I only have the 2 skeins. So it's not like I can knit a small swatch, like say 10 stitches across by 10 rows up or something like that. And do knit one side, purl the other, and then throw it in a regular wash and see how it comes out. So it's like, I don't know. Not quite sure what to do with this yarn. I do like it though. It's really pretty. So what's all going on with you guys? Nothing? Anything exciting? Anything new? Like, I definitely love how the yarn changes color and it blends in really nice. But I don't know. Are they maybe using too small of a knitting needle size for this yarn? Because it does say it's a 4-weight yarn. And needle size. Does it tell me? Needles it recommends. Yeah, 5 millimeter. I'm using like a 1.5. So that's not gonna work. Okay, well, thank you for stopping in, sweetie. I appreciate that very much. I know today's Saturday, so Joe's got bingo later, so hopefully I'll see you in Joe's later this evening. If I do go out yarn shopping and running around early enough today, I may come on a little later and do like sit and craft and coffee chat, hangout kind of thing. So if you want to join me then, you're more than welcome to. You take care, sweetie, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to pause for a moment because hubby's alarm's going off. Hi, Edna, honey. Welcome in. It's just you and I right now. Had a couple in a little bit ago. Crochet Queen Kathy was in, but she had to go do some medication stuff and some other running around and ice therapy and kind of stuff like that. And I know you don't knit or crochet, so I got this yarn earlier this year. I won it actually, and it's a Prism yarn Poems. It's 100% wool. Yeah, it is a little rough. Yeah, it's a little scratchy, but for me, it does not bother me one bit. So originally I was going to make socks with it. They're 50-gram balls each, and 100 grams should make me a pair of socks, no problem. Cuff may be a little short, and the leg part, from the heel to the cuff, but no big deal. I don't mind short socks. But I'm using size 1.5, possibly size 2 knit needle. I think they're 1.5. And the yarn band says to start off with, it's a size 4 yarn. Recommends size 5 knit needle. I was just looking at that a moment ago and thought, these knit needles aren't going to work. Although they're coming out cute on the knitting needles. And I love how the yarn changes. But there we go. It is cute. It just, I just started. I'm only a few rounds into the toe. But I'm using a small needle, and for what little I've knitted and how small the balls feel, I don't think socks are going to work with this yarn, which kind of sucks because I was okay with wool socks, especially in the winter months up at my camper and stuff. But I don't know with this being 100% wool. Like I did look at the band label to see like care instructions. I normally don't follow care instructions on yarn bands. Half the time I make something, unless I know 100% for sure I know the yarn. I couldn't tell you what yarn I used. I have no idea. And I know this band here is telling me that I can wash it at 30 degrees Celsius, but it cannot dry, cannot iron, cannot bleach. And not sure what that icon was again. Oh, I can dry clean. So I can wash at 30 degrees, wash by hand, obviously, if I want, and dry clean. But the thing is, half the time I don't remember, like I said, what yarn I used. And it's not like I'm going to keep my label with my socks all the time or whatever it is I do make with it. And I was just wondering, because it's 100% wool, because I've never used wool before. If I accidentally wash and dry, obviously it's going to felt then, which is, again, no real big deal because I can still wear them as socks up at my camper if that's what I end up making with it. But I don't know, will the project shrink or stretch out of shape? Either way, I don't really want to do really either because I still want to be able to use whatever I make with it. So yeah, I'm kind of out here looking for some yarn advice on wool. And I'm also going to be going out at some point. My husband's alarm was going off a little bit ago. I placed an order wee hours of the morning for some more yarn at Michael's. And I got to run out and get that. It was ready like at short to 6 o'clock this morning Eastern time. It's like, yeah, the store doesn't even open until like 9. Poor staff have to be there for like 3 hours before the store even opens. But like my order was ready right away, so it's like cool. So I gotta go do that, and then I was thinking coming on later once I got home and did a quick video for the yarn I bought. Then start one of the projects I'm planning on making with the one yarn, and maybe go live and do some crafting. But I wanted some advice first on this yarn before I went any further with the socks, because like I said, the instructions say size 5 needle, and I'm pretty sure these are a 1.25, maybe even a 1. Like I know they're tiny. They're a sock knit needle, and they are very, very tiny. And like the socks are dense because of how tiny the needles are, which is no big deal to me. Like I don't mind. It's just I don't know. Trying to debate on what to do with this yarn because it is very pretty yarn. I think it would work out really pretty as a hat or socks. I'm thinking because it's a woven type yarn, it's not even really spun per se, or it's very loosely spun. And it is thick. It's pretty thick yarn, so I'm thinking I'd have to rip it out and go with bigger knit needles. But I'm thinking also if I do that, it's gonna end up giving me a whole lot less yarn in the long run. And I don't think I'll get socks made out of it. And this is the only 100% wool I have. So how's your day been going so far, sweetie? Hello, and how are you doing this morning? Hope all's well. Just quick question. Are you a yarn crafter? I'm looking for some advice on some yarn I have. Well, thank you for the sharing out as well. I appreciate it. Don't know how long I'm going to be on. My husband's alarm was going off a little bit ago. I got some running around here in the city to do some yarn shopping. And then I want to go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff. So once he's ready to go, I will be cutting this live off. But I'm mainly out here looking for some yarn advice, and Kathy's gone already. She's gotta go take some pain meds and do some ice therapy, so she might be back out. She didn't say. But yeah, I've got some wool yarn, 100% wool yarn, and I've never used wool before, and I'm hoping to get somebody in here that knows a little bit about wool yarn and stuff and can kind of guide me one way or another. So how's your day been so far? I'm doing pretty good. Um, Nothing interesting really going on. We actually finally got snow here in southern Ontario. Not a whole lot, like I'm able to go out in my shoes, but I know the plow truck was in the parking lot wee hours of the morning plowing it, so we actually got a winter this year. Didn't get any snow at all last year, and the truck has finally come in this year. But other than that, not much really going on. Like I said, like just kind of curious about this yarn I want to use, or kind of already started using, and I don't know about how it may felt and what will happen when it felts and stuff. So, and I got, like I said, I gotta go and do some running around here in the city once my husband's up and mobile, which I'm not rushing him. He worked like 10 hours yesterday. He had to go in for training in the morning before he did his regular 8-hour shift. So, actually, so 10 hours he worked yesterday or 12? He may have actually worked almost 12 hours yesterday. Yeah, because he went in just after 10 a.m. So, yeah, he was there for like 12 hours at work. So he's tired. And unfortunately, I don't drive. Now, yeah, I could take city bus or cab, but to go from here to where the yarn shop is, I got to go to, that's going to be like almost a $40 cab fare one way. Yeah, I'm not doing it. And then the bus, and like I said, snow, and have to walk from one, like here to the stop, and then get downtown and transfer to a different bus. And I'm not even 100% sure what bus goes to where I've got to go. So you got to go. Okay, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Maybe you can catch me later. I'm hoping to go live again later this afternoon with just sitting coffee, chit chat, craft kind of thing. So if you can make it, I'd appreciate it. If not, that's okay. Have a good day. Hmm. Hey, KK, hon, how are you this morning? I'll share the link if you want to come on up. Copy. There you go, hon. If you want to come up and join me, you're more than welcome to. Not much. I'm just trying to figure out some info if I can about this yarn I want to work with. So I've never used wool before and I've got some questions. I need some advice. Yeah, it may have been a. Oh, okay, no problem, hon. I shared the link in the on the YouTube side for StreamYard, so when you're ready, no rush. Oh.
Hello.
Hello, hun. I wasn't paying attention to the screen.
It's okay. I just didn't know I got headphones and hello. Hello, hun.
What?
I wasn't paying attention to the screen.
Oh, hold on.
No, that was me.
Oh, I just say, yeah, my YouTube side's muted. You know, I won this yarn earlier this year from Aaron at Crafting Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wisdom Yarns Poems, 100% wool. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's itchy, but the yarn does not bother me one bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I thought, great. I got 2 skeins of them. They're kind of funky browns and grays, green, yellow. Oh my god, I had them actually in the screen. So there's that one, and they're not exactly the same because if you look at the second one the yellow's solid, the other one the yellow has 3 specks. Oh.
Yeah.
So they're not identical, which I don't really care, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I'm gonna make some socks with them. Like I just finished my one pair finally. I put the video up yesterday of them. But I thought, oh, let's cast on another set of socks. I've got I do my socks toe up. I prefer that way, especially when I've only got a limited yarn.
Yeah.
Then that determines how long the leg part will be for the sock. I don't want to start the sock cuffed down and only get 3/4 way down the foot and run out. So I always like toe up. But the thing is, I was looking at the yarn. Start off with it's a size 4 yarn, so it's a heavier weight, and it recommends 5mm needles. So my 1.25s I'm using is not going to work at all, and I'm feeling the skein, thinking doesn't feel like there's a whole lot in these. So I'm thinking socks is out, but I could easily knit a hat for myself and be able to wear it no problem. The thing is, I don't. For everything I've made, pretty much, I have no idea if I pulled something out of my one box over here or out of the bin in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you what yarn I used.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you the care instructions on the yarn, nothing, because everything I just throw in the wash. Whatever happens, happens. And I've never worked with 100% wool. And I know if I wash and dry it, because I'm allowed to wash it up to 30 degrees, and I'm allowed to dry or send it dry clean. Everything else on the label says, don't dry, don't iron, don't bleach, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you got to lay it flat. I make a hat with this or something. I'm not going to think, I'm just going to throw it in the laundry. It needs to get washed and throw it in the dryer. And then it's going to felt, which, okay, whatever, no big deal. But will it shrink a whole lot or will it stretch a whole lot? Like, will it still be wearable? I don't know.
It'll shrink. Yeah.
It would shrink?
Wool shrinks. My instinct says pre-wash your yarn, and let it dry out. Like just I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, I'm still sick.
Yeah, no problem,
And my thought is to have it pre-washed, let it dry, air dry.
So kind of set the fibers,
whatever,
maybe?
huh?
To let it kind of like set the fibers?
Yeah. So let it dry naturally, lay it out. Don't bunch it. Just make sure it's nice and straight and that. Mm-hmm. And then when you're going to put it up into a ball, you wrap it into a ball to make it easier for you to work with.
Right.
I would not make anything that needs to be washed pretty much anytime. I would make, let's just take this as coasters, something that if it gets dirty, you're not going to worry about as much.
Mm-hmm.
The coasters, plus something that's going to be so tight and impact that, like I said, if it needs to be cleaned, it's going to be a little bit easier to clean because wool needs to be oh shoot, my brain just shuts down. Wool needs to be a tightly wove
Yeah, and like
thing.
looking at it, it's loosely wound. Like it's not like
Yeah.
it's spun, but it's very, very loose. Like I could easily unwind it and see all the fibers. It's very, very loose.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a very fuzzy, so it will definitely cling to itself.
Yeah.
But it's like, because like I said, I could easily make a hat with it, no, like knit a hat up with it, or like the headband ear muff type ideas.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I'm wondering how big I should go because of how small it will shrink, and I only have the 2 skeins, so it's not like I can really do a swatch and throw it in the washer and dryer and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I only have the 2.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give you other ideas of instead of clothing. Why don't you make it an art? Put it with something, some other kind of yarn, and make an artwork and put it on the wall and that.
Like a wall hanger. I was just thinking that. And then like do it so that the top there's loops so you put like a natural stick through it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And just have it like knit it back and forth or crochet. Well, I don't know if I knit or crochet. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, that would be nice. And then hanging on the wall so it doesn't need to be washed at all. Then
Yeah, that's why. Or like if you do that, but like put it in between like some form of glass. You know what I mean, like a picture frame.
Yeah.
And that way your art will never really need washed in it, and you can keep the beautiful colors as they are.
That's a
But
good possibility of something to do.
yeah, I would myself, I would not use it as
Something that's going to go through the wash kind of frequently. Like that's why socks would probably not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking I could make wristers because my winter knit book, the one I'm slowly working through, I've got a few different pairs of wristers in it. There's also a really nice, really pretty boot cuffs that are kind of pretty, and I can't see them getting too dirty. So those are ideas as well I could possibly do with it. Because the one boot cuffs here, but that's way back in the book. Those are really, really pretty. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it.
You're going to have to make yourself bigger. Oh yeah. I remember you showing those before.
No, these ones are different ones. I've never shown those ones.
Okay. That does look cute.
Yeah, really, that would be kind of cute and funky in this yarn, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I may hold on to the yarn and maybe do a pair of boot cuffs with it or something. Because I can't see them getting too dirty.
Let me ask you a question. Now, I haven't crocheted for years and years and years.
Okay.
Are you able to crochet 2 different strands of yarn together?
I possibly could do that.
Okay. My idea is to go and take, I'm gonna just put a color there with that. You said it's black and green or whatever, yellow, whatever colors you said. Then I'm gonna just say a pink, and for the highlight of those 2 colors, and then with a non-shrinkable yarn with it. I doubt
I see what you're saying. Like if I use just the regular 100% worsted yarn.
With it, you're doing it the exact same. I don't think you'd have the shrinkage that you would.
I don't think you would. So that's a possibility too. Because like I would like to use it up because it's really pretty yarn I won. Yeah. Like I said, there's only 100 grams in total.
Morning, Norma.
Hi, Norma, hon. How are you, sweetie?
No, like I said, this is what I come up with in my head. for a
Yeah.
few seconds, and it's and my head is confused,
It's
man.
all fogged.
Yeah. And what's worse is my husband's down too. He's down worse than me, so
Oh boy.
yeah.
Well, you guys just stay below the border and I'll be just fine.
Oh yeah. Oh
Considering now all the bingo hosts have been sick except me.
yep.
Even Edna was sick. Bill was sick. Joe was sick. Norma was sick. You're sick. You can all stay below the border. Do not come visit me, please.
Oh no, I ain't going to visit anyone.
You're like, I'm the only one out of all of us hosts that haven't been sick yet. And it's like, yeah, our borders must be lip tight and not letting anyone sick in or something. I don't know.
Oh my.
It's crazy.
Honestly, I think the best thing, if you're going to, first I would say the artwork would look pretty cool. But if I was going to use the wool, I would try to use something else with it.
With it, like an acrylic.
So if it does shrink, it won't shrink as much as by itself.
Mm-hmm. I just know using the knit needle I was going to use is definitely not going to work. Like it's very, like it's stretchy and stuff, but it's nice and formed. But I don't think with the 50-gram balls each for socks, I'm going to get enough out of it.
Yeah.
And I don't want a chance. They said even if I made socks and then they felt it and became like slipper type, I'm fine with that. But how bad will they shrink? You right?
Yep.
So, like it is a really pretty yarn.
And you really like it. Like I said, my number one thing was use it as an art piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know how to make all those different stitches and that. Find something that would bring that out. You know, that would highlight. You know, like maybe a 3D effect type.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to do some looking around on Pinterest.
Or even what is that? Macrame? Yeah, use it like a macrame.
Oh, I haven't done that in years.
And that would make your brain useful too. I think that would I
do a really nice pot hanger type one.
Yep.
That'd be really pretty, and then I just gotta get a pot with a plant in it to go in it.
Yeah.
That could be an idea. I've got 2 hooks here, and let's see if I get. Actually, maybe the hubby and I might go out in the highway to the one nursery. My brother. Oh goodness, this is going back. Okay, I'm 49, so he's 46. He would have been. This is going back about 41 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
He was in kindergarten, and for Mother's Day, his kindergarten class was doing little potted plants for their moms. Well, there ended up being so much that they were able to pick a second person. So they had like an aunt or a grandma or someone else special that could do a second one. Now, the pots were very, very tiny. They were smaller than the red solar cups. Like they're tiny pots. Like they were just starter pots.
Yeah.
And so he did 2. He did one for our mom and one for my mom's mom, my grandmother. And the plant can go by 2 names. It could either go by Mother of Plenty or Mother of Thousands. I've known them to be called both. Now, my mom's plant, I don't know how long she had hers for. And the leaves, as they grow bigger, they'll all around the edge of the leaves will develop more offshoots. And then you lightly bring those off of the leaf and they'll just fall in the dirt and grow more. But I don't know how long my mom had hers for. My grandmother, however, had hers for, I think, at least 10 years. And where it was in her living room, it did not get any natural sunlight. It was just light bulbs. And that thing she had for at least 10 years.
Wow.
And I thought, because unfortunately, my apartment, there's windows in our bedrooms, but there's no window ledge.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could put a small pot there, but nothing significant. And then there's my balcony door that has a ledge. but it's like on my door, and if I'm opening the door and I'm going in and out, I don't want a chance
To
possibly
knock.
hitting it. And it's right above the heater, and the stove's right there beside the balcony door. So I was thinking if I did a hanging macrame
Mm-hmm.
pot idea, and then maybe see the hubby wants to go on the highway with me today and go to the one because we got a really big greenhouse not too far from us, out just outskirts of the city.
Well, why
And
don't
so,
you, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no problem.
Why don't you make it? And then when you go and make it, you go and find a pot that would fit the already made one instead of trying to, that way you do know how much yarn is done. You'll know what pot to pick.
I could probably do it without because I could also just knit or crochet, like kind of like a cup holder kind of idea, but make it bigger to
Yeah.
size. So I'm not worried there. That would be a good idea to make a hanger of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely need to get a plant that can survive without really any sunlight. And I know that plant will.
Yeah, my like snake plants. I love snake plants
Mm-hmm.
because you don't need sunlight on them. And
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, trying to figure out what to do with this yarn because it's really pretty.
Hi,
Yeah,
Debbie.
hello, Debbie, honey. Welcome in. I'm just doing a little yarn chatting with Kathy.
Look, that Kathy knows.
Hello,
much.
Kathy. I think dying over there.
No, Kathy ain't died, but Kathy just oh, that fell off. That's great.
I can't get how bad although you guys have had pretty crappy weather for some time now. Like I was saying a little bit ago, we finally got a snowfall last night where the plow truck was in our parking lot plowing at like 4 o'clock this morning. So that's our first snowfall for this winter. And it's not a whole lot. I don't see it lasting too long. Like we're only sitting at -3 degrees right now. Like that's mild for us for January.
I have one of those cordless shovel ones, and my hands can't hold things. You can't push the buttons, one button, and have your fingers on the other because it's you have to keep holding it and holding it. I was out there trying to shovel the snow just for a walkway. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do much of it, and I came back in and fell asleep. Excuse me.
Well, that's one thing I definitely missed about living at my husband's aunt's place was shoveling the snow because if he worked nights, so if we were getting snow and I knew he'd be due to come home in an hour or so, I'd go out and shovel and have it all ready for him. So when he got home, he could just pull on in kind of thing. And not have to worry about doing that after working a long shift. But at least it's nice here at the apartment. I have supers that do all that for me. I don't have to do any of that stuff for the lawn care or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the hubby is up now, so I'm going to check in with him, see about how long before he wants to leave. I'll definitely let you know what I decide to do with this yarn. Because, like, you've given me a couple good ideas. Like, I don't just want it sitting in my bin and looking pretty.
No.
I just know the needles I was going to use is way too small.
I was going to say also, what also you could use it for is like make a little artwork on pencils, attached to pens and pencils and stuff like that. Or like little flowers that you attach to your pens and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's an idea. Or I could make, I don't know, something and then attach like magnets on them and sell them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Hi,
another idea.
Iowa.
Hey, honey, welcome in, sweetie. Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this wool because it is really pretty yarn. Very, very pretty yarn.
I really think your plant holder would be the.
I think that would be a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I already got 2 hooks in my ceiling. One's in the dining room, one's here in the living room area. So I'd probably, if anything, hang it in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
I already got the hook. Hopefully it's anchored in pretty well. 10 to 1, it was probably 4 hanging pots.
Yeah.
So
Well, you could also just use it as fake plants. Put a fake plant in there. That way you don't have to worry about watering it. And
yeah. Well, my son gave me $125 for Christmas, so yeah. Well, he wanted to get me yarn, but he didn't know what yarn to get, and he didn't want to get me something I really couldn't use.
Yeah.
So he decided, I'll just give Mom money and she can just go shopping whenever. So I was debating on, well, do I go get yarn? Do I hold on to it till the summer or spring because I don't own a bathing suit? And maybe see about getting a bathing suit and a couple pairs of shorts or capris. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, the order I placed at Michael's this morning, I did that with some winnings from PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
So I had over $60. So I went and spent that this morning. So I gotta go pick that up. And then, like I said, I was thinking about going to the nursery out on the highway to look at some yarn. Or not yarn, sorry, plants. And see if they have that one plant I'm kind of interested in. And then go from there. And figure out where else I can spend my money.
My daughter gave me $250. $200
Nice.
for Walmart and $50 for Olive Garden. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right now I am stinky, so I'm glad you can smell me now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to end this live for now, but hopefully I won't be out too long. I may come back on a little later and sit and do some crafting. So if you guys want to keep an eye out for me, you never know. I may show up. Okay. You know how I am. All of a sudden I'm here and I'm gone. So sorry about Wednesday's bingo, by the way. My computer itself decided to kind of go on the fritz.
Yeah. Hey, it happens.
And unfortunately, my tablet's an older tablet. The only thing I can really do on it is take pictures, videos, upload those to Facebook or to YouTube. And that's pretty. Oh, and play music that I downloaded on it and play a game I downloaded.
Yeah.
It don't like me texting or typing or anything like that. So it's not like I could even gone into my Facebook and say, hey, no bingo by me or anything like that. So it wouldn't let me even do that. I thought, oh crap.
No, does it allow you to email?
Pardon?
Does it allow you to email?
Nope.
No. Okay.
The keyboard's like it's almost like the keyboard program that's in it is obsolete kind of thing.
No, it's not obsolete.
It needs to be updated. I don't know how to do it, and I just haven't bothered.
Well, we'll talk backstage one of these days, and I'll walk you right through it. It's an easy fix. It really is.
Well, I know my computer and my son just had to do a factory reboot type of thing on it.
Yeah.
And then it was up and running again. So it's like, oh, okay, I got that back.
You could do the exact same
thing. Take it all, throw it off my balcony.
You could do the exact same thing on an iPad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could just do a factory reset.
Now, question though.
Will you lose everything? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, because I've got like a ton of music
look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I could do that, I guess.
I look everything up on YouTube, and I don't just take one. I don't take just one. I look at like 5 or 6 of them and see what they're coming up with, and that's how I decide which one I really want.
Because if one of you guys are hosting bingo, I'm usually at my laptop so that I can type and play bingo. But if I'm in the process of also cooking dinner or doing up some dishes or other stuff, because I can play videos on YouTube on my tablet, but there's no chat. I cannot
Yeah.
chat even in YouTube. So like
Hmm.
even when I was on my tablet the other day, when I saw Joe took over for me instead, I couldn't text her, like send her a chat saying thank you, Joe, like this is what's going on or
Mhm.
whatever. I could watch the bingo, but I couldn't talk in the bingo. So like I usually, if I'm in the kitchen, I'll have it playing also on my tablet, and then I'll listen, and then because I know my numbers off by heart, because they're very easy as long as it's only 5 or 10 ball we're playing, and I
Yeah.
can be doing dishes. And then the moment I hear, okay, I'm waiting or I'm 2 numbers away, we're playing 10 ball or whatever, I'll then come out to my laptop and wait till either I call bingo or someone else calls bingo. And once
Yeah.
it's confirmed and the new game starts, I go back into the kitchen doing whatever I'm doing while my tablet's out there playing.
But like I said, all you have to do is just check in on and allow the keyboard again.
Well,
It's
I'm
pretty.
wondering if it's something maybe in my settings because every once in a while I
That's
fiddle
what
with
it
things
is.
and
It's your settings. That's why you have to allow it again.
yeah. Well,
Allow
I'm
it.
thinking, when I'm the type of person I'll be mucking with my devices and
Mhm.
I'll click on things I really shouldn't be clicking on.
Yeah.
I'm very good at doing that, and then all of a sudden something won't work. And then it's like, what the heck did I just do? I don't remember. Oh well, whatever.
Well, do you have one of those sticks to upload all those onto the stick? You know what I
The
mean?
memory sticks. I
Yeah.
do have a couple in the house somewhere, but I don't know where they are at the time being.
Well, before you go and do factory reset, go and do upload it onto that, and that way when you go and do factory reset, you're not going to lose. If it did lose all your pictures in it should say save all. All your files, all your pictures and stuff. At it usually asks you that, but just
Well,
be cautious. Just upload it all onto that memory stick and then
that's what
do
I'm
the
looking at my.
factory reset.
Okay, that's for a memory card because I don't have a USB port on my tablet. That'll be my power and my volume. I could do a memory card.
That's all you have to do is some kind of that holds the information. And
Okay.
no, the memory, what's in there is to make it run. No, what you plug it into, hun. Let me see. Let me find one of mine and I will. Sorry for cough. Okay. No, that's not it. Oh, there's one. Okay. No, I really am. I need it. There. I'm gonna show you. Okay. You need to get one similar like this. If you got an iPad, you need an iPad one.
No, it's a tablet I have, a Samsung tablet.
Okay, then fine. You just stick this into where you would plug it in.
Oh, okay. So like where I plug my power cord in.
Yeah, you just stick it in there. If my hands will work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you just stick it in and then work it that way and put it all on there. And then you could do your factory reset.
Oh, okay. And I know I bought mine from Walmart.
It don't
And I know
matter.
Walmart still carries this one because I've seen it in there multiple times. So all I gotta do is show them the one I have.
No, any of them will work, hun, as long as you
Okay.
have the same thing you plug it in with. Like this is my
So like
iPad one. Okay, they make other ones,
well, give me one
and
moment
then
here. Okay. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's the end that goes in my tablet.
Yeah.
And then the power part's plugged into the wall here.
Yeah. See,
but it does this. I know this thing here though. I can unplug it from the white box part that's in my power because this one's a smaller port than the other end. The other end is a USB port. This one's a little smaller.
Okay, those are called power and charge
Yeah,
cords.
this is my
They're
charge cord.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different because it only charges. It only goes one direction. Okay. You need something that will go the opposite way.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, that takes the power from the wall
Yeah.
to your thing. It will not take
the information off the device.
Yeah, it's not, the power goes this way and information has to go that way.
Right.
So it don't have that.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to maybe next time I'm in Walmart or like electronics store like Best Buy or something.
You can
Go
get them
have a look.
offline. You can get them online. You can get them anywhere.
Oh, if I got money to spend and I'm going out shopping today, you never know.
Yeah. Like I said, just know what kind of, if it's not an iPad, then
Yeah, no, mine's a Samsung Galaxy.
Okay, then you just need one that's not that connects to that. And that's anything pretty much except for iPads. iPads have their own own thing. See, iPads, there's no hole in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't see a hole in there, then because like I said, this is an iPad when there's no hole.
Okay.
And
well,
the other
have to
anything else has hole in here to plug into your Samsung and that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I am going to end this because, like I said, hubby is up and I don't want to keep him waiting to go shopping and then him be grumpy.
Oh, just cut me off, sucker.
Well, you gave me some good advice for the yarn, and that's usually why I came live.
I know. I'm nice enough to come up and help, but I know I can't talk very long anyway, so.
Well, like I said, like if whoever's still in here, I may go back live later this afternoon, do some crafting for a bit in the afternoon.
Okay,
we'll see. Never know with me. So, KK, you go get some rest.
Yeah, I'm trying. I have to still do everything around here. My dryer broke, so I'm just having a glory.
Whoa! Back that up a moment. You just said your dryer broke?
Yes.
You guys have been in that house now less than a year, correct?
No, we just about a year. Yeah,
just about a year.
Month is a year.
And I know when you guys first moved into the house, you were having washer and dryer issues then, and you ended up getting new washer and dryer. Did you not?
No.
Oh,
when we had a backup sewage problem.
Oh, okay.
The first. Yeah.
Oh no, I thought you got a new washer and dryer or something like that.
No, these are already. They're Samsung front loaders and that. They sit on top of each other.
Okay.
But okay, love you.
Love you too, hon. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
Thanks everybody who came in and visited. Have a good day, everybody.